This is Ellen Hammond. I'd like to introduce you to Charlotte the Scientist. And the picture book that I'm going to be talking about today is Charlotte the Scientist is Squished by Camille Andros and illustrated by Brianna McFarley. So in this story, Charlotte has a big problem. She is squished with all of her bunny brothers and sisters. Charlotte was a serious scientist. Protective glasses, a lab coat, and a magnifying glass were her essential scientific equipment, plus a clipboard for important notes. Charlotte solved problems by conducting experiments and following the scientific method. Question, hypothesis, experiment, observation, and conclusion. She was squished at the table. She was squished in the tub. And sometimes she was even squished on the toilet. It had become impossible to conduct her experiments. Her test tubes were taken, her beakers got broken, and her specimens were spoiled. Charlotte needed some space. Time to use the scientific method. How does Charlotte the Scientist is Squished measure up to picture book criteria? First, the illustrations correspond by showing what Charlotte feels, thinks, and does. Charlotte's stories created through action, reflection, dialogue, and inner conflict that are shown through illustrations and text. The setting, plot, and mood are complemented by humorous juxtaposition of the illustrations and the text. So there's a fun play in between what is said and what the pictures show is happening, which is ironic and funny. Charlotte's expressions and body language shown in the illustration, they enhance the wit and cleverness of the story. The illustrations also show her character growth when, ironically, at the end, Charlotte gets what she wanted, but it's not what she needs. The distinct voice and personality of Charlotte avoids stereotypes. Her interests and hobbies are not overtly gender-oriented, so it has a universal appeal. Also, the STEM concepts in the context of a fun space adventure are appealing. The plot appeals to children because she is the hero of her own story. So she solves her own problem in a creative and a magical, inventive way. The theme addresses a child's desire for boundaries and for the personal space, but also their need for belonging and significance in a family unit. So this book can empower children to discover new possibilities in their relationships and also to be true to their passion, which for Charlotte is science. So the style and language are appropriate for children ages 4 to 8 years old. The word count is only around 500 words, so there's room for enjoying the illustrations and the rhythm of the story. The text, illustrations, format, and typography are in harmony. So the art style is playful and cartoon-like. The color scheme is in soothing pastels, and the font is set in sweater school. The pace of the story is balanced by varied layouts, including some busy spreads with a lot of words, a lot of pictures or very big pictures, other spreads that have a lot of white space that's calming with small pictures, couple words, and then also double spreads that are illustration only. So this contributes to the pace of the story and adds moments where you can just enjoy the story. It gives it that feel. So I think this is a fun and satisfying picture book. It's about a bunny who might just need to go to space to find some space. So according to Charlotte, what it takes to be a scientist is asking questions and looking for answers. Scientists ask all kinds of questions. They ask how to find out how something works or how they can make something work better and how they can help people. So I have a note from the author, Camille Andros, that she wrote to my son, Drew, and it says, "Never stop asking questions. Love, Charlotte the Scientist." And one of the things I love about this book is that children can write in their experiments that they've done using the scientific method, and Camille gets back to them very quickly. Okay, thanks for listening. Protective glasses, a lab coat, and a magnifying glass were her essentials.
The scientist has to eat